from Bass Hole Studios in Hollywood, California. You're listening to I'm an Asshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one, so let's talk about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
He's an asshole, sir.
He's an asshole.
Hey everyone, welcome to I'm an Asshole. My name's Doug Bass. I'm your host. We are here, as always, Thursday live on Clubhouse and on YouTube. We are streaming also. We're going to try that out. Rob DaRocha's here.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing?
I think they're doing well. They didn't answer.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
But...
Anyways. Don't be an asshole
hey,
on your own show. Wow.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know, you got to start things
asshole.
up. Let's get the business out of the way. Everyone make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcast fix. Also, the YouTube channel is at Doug Bass Comedy. That's where you can find the video version of this. Follow us on patreon.com/assholeshow. If you want to throw us a few bucks or whatever you want to do, we'll appreciate it. You know what I mean? Rob, how's it going? How's your week?
It's going good, man. I've had a pretty good week. It's hard to that's a weird question to ask right now during COVID, don't you think? It's like, hey, how you doing?
We've been in COVID for a year now.
I know, but it's just always weird.
Is it always going to be like shitty? It's still COVID.
It's still, but
you gotta have your good days and bad days during COVID.
But what's a good day in COVID?
Not getting it? I don't know.
Exactly. What's a good day? There's nothing open still, so it's like
it's Groundhog Day. Everything's the same. You know?
Exactly. So that's why it's always a weird question to ask. How's everything going during COVID? Well, I don't have a job still.
Yeah,
things are not working.
There's no jobs.
I do have a show tonight at the Laugh Factory.
Oh yeah, plug it. Go ahead.
Yeah, a virtual show for my buddy Tom Tran. It's his birthday. You can go ahead and online, just go on laughfactory.com and just watch a virtual show. And also on YouTube.
Is it a good lineup? What do we got?
Yeah, we got Brad Williams. Oh my God.
Brad who?
Brad Williams.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
The little guy, real hilarious little man.
Yeah.
We also, I think that's what you're supposed to say. You're not supposed to say. Well, he says midget in his act. Anyways, who is it? Chin Endu. He's obviously, I think he's Asian. No, he's black. And
sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. He's a buddy of mine. He was on Comedy Central. He's really funny. Tom Tran, who's been on my GI tour, and I don't know who else. Sarah Lawrence, I think.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, everyone tune into the Laugh Factory virtual show tonight to see Rob in action with his fellow.
It's going to be like, I'll tell you this much. Don't judge me if you watch it. It's virtual show.
I'm going to judge.
Oh, really?
We'll talk about it next time.
You're going to be an asshole about it?
No,
all right.
No, it's all good. All right, so it's been an interesting week. Let's see. Who do we want to talk about? Assholes of the week. Well, the big one, I would say, I mean, may he rest in peace, Rush Limbaugh has passed away.
Yes, I heard about that. And
did you?
Yes, I think everyone. Don't rush to conclusions.
I think anyone that tunes into anything heard about it.
Well, what do you think about that? Because he's been getting ripped apart.
I mean, yeah, all right, he's dead, so he can't defend himself, but he's had years of defending himself.
True.
Publicly. He's had his time. Yeah, he was an asshole, in my opinion.
I mean, he went out guns a-blazing towards the end.
Look, he got the presidential heart, whatever the medal is. What is the correct term? I don't even know. He got the award.
The Medal of Honor?
The Medal of Honor.
No,
yeah.
he didn't get the Medal of Honor. That's for soldiers.
No, what did he get? What's the name of that award?
I don't know.
The presidential.
The presidential award, something like that. Yeah, it's something stupid. Depends on who's president, I guess.
Well, exactly. His BFF was president at the time. Congressional.
That's what Bill Belichick turned down, I think.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. That's what it is. So he took that last year or whatever, right before he passed away. But yeah, he's he's an asshole. He's controversial. He's he says things that I don't agree with, really. I mean,
to me, I think towards the end, first of all, they started saying all the stuff that he said, and one of the things that really bothered me that I saw was when he talked about Michael J. Fox.
Oh, what did he say about him?
My God, you didn't see that?
I didn't see that one. Michael J. Fox, I'm a huge fan. So.
Oh, then you're not going to like this. And then you're going to think Rush Limbaugh's a big asshole.
Oh, yeah,
He does a whole thing about, Michael J. Fox, I think when he was trying to make a comeback and he had, the cerebral what did he have, MS? He still has MS and he's still alive. He outlived Rush Limbaugh. So it's and he's had this horrible disease, but Rush was making fun of him saying that he was overdoing it.
Michael J. Fox? He's got Parkinson's.
Yeah, exactly. So he said he was overdoing it, with the shaking.
Well, because he stopped he wouldn't take his medicine for a while to prove the effects of the medicine versus.
Yeah, but he
stem
said he
cell
was
research,
overdoing it, and he was able to he's out. Did you notice how he was able to stop and not move when he needed to talk or spill a line, and then all of a sudden when the line was not done, he was overacting. I mean, to make fun of somebody when they're going through something like that just makes me, I feel bad because he lost his life. Obviously, I mean, he died.
Cancer. Diagnosed with cancer in January of 2020. Right before pandemic, and lasted about a year, I guess. Yeah.
Right, but the guy lived. He was a provocateur. I guess that's the right word, right?
Yeah. What does Michael J. Fox have to say about Rush? Let's see.
He's an asshole.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
That's well done.
That just happened to be lucky timing with the sound effect. All right. Anyway, he is an asshole. He's but here's something. Here's some controversial things that Rush has done in the past. He began airing Barack the Magic Negro, a racist parody song about then Senator Barack Obama's popularity with many white voters in 2007.
That's an asshole.
That's horrible. I mean, what the fuck? He's
the one that instigated a lot of the stuff that happened. He was promoting the fact that there was a fraud in the election. I mean, he went out and said that the insurrection weren't people that I think he was saying they were Antifa, and he just said it wasn't their fault, or he was supporting them, and that was the last thing he did, and it rose him to the top of the charts again because his show was dwindling but that was the last thing he did. He was going through chemotherapy, and he decided to go to the studio just so they could say this last "fuck you."
Was he airing his show during this time?
No, he was airing it. He went on hiatus, but when he did re-air it, and then it just made all his people again start going yes, Rush Limbaugh, and everybody was happy that he decided to come out and just be just a big fuck you to the
I mean, another thing he had said was women should not be allowed on juries where the accused is a stud. That's a quote from Rush Limbaugh.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
A stud? Well, who's the stud?
I don't know who he was referring to.
Is it a horse?
To. Yeah. There's a horse on the jury stand.
So if a horse...
Mr. Ed, if it's the trial of Mr. Ed, then no.
So if it's a horse...
I don't know. I mean, obviously, he just said whatever the fuck he wanted, and it's
well, he's a
racist, and it's he's a homophobe, and all those things wrapped into one, I would say.
Well, right around 2016 or 2015, it was at the time when he started saying Trump wasn't a conservative, because Trump said that. He said, "I'm not a conservative, I'm a Republican." Mm-hmm. And then Rush was thrown as a conservative, and then he just kept on pushing the agenda of Trump and everything else. I mean, that guy was hardcore right, which is fine to have your opinion, but to say racial slurs or what else did he do? I mean, the Michael J. Fox thing was just. When I saw that, I was like,
I mean, fuck that. Michael J. Fox, one of my favorite actors. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. I mean, fuck Rush Limbaugh.
What if Michael J. Fox came out and said Rush Limbaugh died of cancer, and he went on camera and just Rush Limbaugh when he
exactly.
died,
But that's what his best friend Trump would do when he was mocking the handicapped or the disabled speaker during that one speech that he gave, that infamous moment.
I want to say something. This is what makes me laugh about that. Do you remember growing up back in the 80s, I guess, when you used to do that, make that movement, hey, I'm Doug, I don't know. Yeah, and if you did that, it was fine and it was funny back then. Eddie Murphy did stuff like that, whatever.
Yes. Well, everything has changed. It's you're not going to call someone retarded.
But I think that's what Trump was doing, because he never really practices impersonation, because whenever he was impersonating anybody, he would just do the same thing.
He would just do that kind of that thing with the arm or whatever.
Yeah, no, he kind of did it more on that one. But if you look at other stuff, whenever he's impersonating somebody, he's the worst impersonator. He just starts acting really stupid,
right?
It's like me saying, "Hey, Doug, this is what you sound like." "Hey, don't know what I'm saying, Doug," and then you're just that doesn't sound like me.
That sounds like me. No. Well, that's the thing. I mean, right wing, 15 million radio listeners would tune into Rush, on his show, which is a huge audience. But I think Al Franken said it right in his book that Rush Limbaugh was a big fat idiot.
Oh, really? Is that what he said?
He wrote a book. That's the name of his book that he wrote like years ago.
I
never read it. I never read it,
book.
but now I'm kind of intrigued to read it a little bit. I think. I mean, I like Al Franken, but like, yeah, it's like that's an amazing title just to blast someone on a book.
Was Al Franken a Republican or was he a Democrat?
He's a Democrat.
Oh, he's a Democrat.
I believe, yeah. I'll fact check, but yeah, a Democrat.
I just think it's like when I was reading about Rush today, it just said that at the beginning he was an honest reporter, commentator, and he was for the right, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, like then he started becoming more of a provocateur because he noticed that everybody else. I hate that word, by the way, provocateur.
Provocateur.
Is that the way you say it? But it's the fact that like
I mean, he went out of his way to get people pissed off, and it's like obviously the man had a successful career, but I don't want to bash him too much because he's dead, but
he's an asshole.
He's an asshole. He was an asshole.
But an asshole.
Well, like him or hate him, Rush Limbaugh, rest in peace.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have much of an opinion on him.
I don't either.
As much.
I never really paid attention to him. So, like, it is what it is. I mean, whatever.
Well, I have an asshole of the week.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's hear it.
My asshole of the week is known as Rafael Cruz, otherwise known as Ted Cruz.
Is that his name, Raphael?
Yeah, Raphael.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Raphael?
Oh.
Raphael.
Yeah, well,
Ted Cruz.
he's always been an asshole, but this week specifically, he's an asshole.
It's insane because that's why it's trending Raphael because his ticket is our crew.
Oh, on his airline ticket?
Yeah,
someone got a hold of it?
Well, no, they took a picture of him at the airport, and no one knew for sure if it was him or whatever. And then like he went on
disguise.
So then someone went to the ticket. Well, he was wearing a mask, so he was in disguise.
Right.
But then someone said he was wearing the same
Didn't
mask.
he shave like part of his head too? There was like an image going around.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like, is he trying to be like some kind of skater punk or something? What was that? What was
that's
that?
just a bad haircut in
That's
Texas.
a bad haircut? How does someone just accidentally do that? Just take a little off the top. Like, oops.
Could you give me sort of a faux hawk type of thing? How old are you, sir?
You have to go out of your way to get the side of your head shaved accidentally.
It looked really bad. Maybe it was a Floby or whatever it was.
I want to know the story behind that. All right, so Ted Cruz leaves Texas.
While millions of Texans are suffering, there's been dozens of deaths. They already say that there's going to be more. Schools are canceled for the week.
The weather's nuts.
Yeah, the weather's nuts because of climate change. Yep. Something that the Republicans
do not.
This is not political.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. But it's like the fact that the Green New Deal, all this stuff, and people are saying like, oh, it's the Republic. Like, yeah, they weren't prepared for this. And Ted Cruz was a problem because they went back to one of his tweets from I think 2 years ago, and he said that something about coal and the Green Deal, and it turns out that.
He just leaves Texas and goes to Cancun, right?
Yeah, and no power, no heat. Pipes are bursting. Houses are being flooded. I've been watching it. There's a chandelier or one of those fans, and it's got ice coming on it inside someone's house. Then he
and this asshole's sitting on a beach in Cancun, Mexico.
Exactly.
Wow.
No, but he's not. This is what cracks me up. Okay, so he said that he left, and this was his excuse. He's like, with school canceled for the week, our girls asked us to take a trip with friends.
So his daughters asked the parents to go to take a trip with friends. So they went with another family or something like that?
No, see, here's the thing is, I think if you're 24 years old and you're a girl, I don't think you want your dad.
Is that how old the kids are?
I don't think they're little kids. I'm pretty sure that they're old enough, and they're asking their dad to go with them. And then as soon as he found out that this shit came out, he bought a ticket back and he flew back.
So how long was he there? Do we know?
I would say less than 24 hours because as soon as he was on that plane, could you imagine him landing and then looking at his Twitter?
I heard something different. I heard that he was down there partying it up. He was there, and then
I could be wrong.
Here he is.
That 39% of Americans
there's Ted Cruz down in
the
Cancun.
That just occurred, quote, was rigged.
Oh.
You may not agree with that assessment.
So he was giving a speech during a party. Is this live?
No, this is an iPhone video. That's someone
really?
captured.
This is an iPhone?
This is Girls Gone Wild. He was down there doing Ted Cruz Gone Wild.
Cruz Gone Wild.
This is the worst music, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember these videos that would come out like by Girls Gone Wild? Just picture Ted Cruz on the beach shaking his chest all over the place.
No music on this. Like, who are these?
That's gonna be a new movie. Ted Cruz goes to Cancun.
He accused Biden and Harris failed energy policy that the standard of nationwide, like when California had a blackout, I think it was like 2 years ago or a year ago, and he said that we had California was a failed energy policy that the standard nationwide. So he was making fun of California, and then all of a sudden his state just. They weren't expecting this winter.
Right.
So
it was out of nowhere. It was crazy.
Exactly. And the fact that he left, I mean, and then the guy that was running against him that I think he beat, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, he's right now out there helping families find places to find warm weather,
he's doing his job.
Food. He's doing. It's so weird to me that all these
Marjorie
Taylor Greene and
she was on last week.
Yeah, and then Lauren Bauer. Yeah, that was a great call.
I was trying to have Ted Cruz call in today.
Really?
He sent us this Girls Gone Wild video.
That's good. But all these people are just on Twitter all the time instead of making policy. They're just on Twitter complaining, and I always respond like. Don't you work for the government? Can't you this is your government job using Twitter to complain about shit?
It's like these politicians, they go to, Cancun, and Newsom's going to, French Laundry to eat. It's like, you're going to get nailed. Someone's going to see you and recognize you. There's paparazzi. There's people with phones and cameras everywhere. Stay the fuck at home. What, you going to Cancun? What are you, nuts?
He also criticized another person who I forgot, I had it written down somewhere here, but he also criticized someone else during COVID, at the beginning of COVID, for leaving, the mayor or something like that, leaving for going on vacation on Mexico, and he made a big deal about it, and look what he does.
Yeah.
It's like all these politicians are pointing at everybody else saying, look what you're doing, look what you're doing.
I know. Well, all right, yeah. He's always been an asshole, extra asshole this week, Mr. Ted Cruz. He definitely gets a gold asshole star for that, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, we have comedian Adam Cozens calling into the show. Let me see if this works. Adam, are you there?
Hey, how we guys doing?
Hey, Adam.
Adam!
This is Rob DaRocha is on the show as well.
Hey, Rob,
I believe you two know each other.
I know
Adam. Rob.
I
love Rob.
We've done great shows. We've done some shit shows.
Shit shows. Now you're doing an asshole show.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, it's nice to meet you. I haven't met you personally, but I finally saw a message from Adam in my Facebook box or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, I never got back to Adam. This was like a year ago. So I'm like, why don't you come on the podcast, since we don't really have any real shows right now. But how are you, Adam?
I'm doing great, Doug. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California, which it's rubbing it in the face of everybody. I don't like to talk about it, but it's truly. I just got back from a walk. It's nice. I hate to let everybody else know that, but it's really good right now.
We are spoiled here.
Well, actually, we're on a speaker right now in Texas, and it's playing for people right now.
Is this just projecting out of our AT&T Stadium in Dallas?
Yeah, we are broadcasting live from the Alamo, actually, in the basement with Pee Wee. So Adam, this is the asshole show. I hear you may have an asshole story for us to share with everyone today.
Only one. Yeah, I've got a few, man. Because Rob, you know me a little. I don't I try to be a very good dude. And I know everyone tries, but I really feel like I do a good job. But I don't know. I got it in me, man. I think we've all got that. We're just we're born with it. We're the people. We're all a little selfish. We're all a little. Look, at the end of the day, it's a primal instinct. We're looking after ourselves. We're trying to increase our own worth and our own value. I did this thing a couple of years ago that, just recently, I recently got a little, it went online for. But so I used to have this joke in my act about that I was an extra in the movie Gravity. And technically, we all.
Oh my God! Time out. I've seen.
Yeah, this is great. This is what I wanted to talk about. It's great.
Because it's the whole friggin' movie is like a big wide shot of the earth. And so it's like everybody, we're all in. And like it was kind of a throwaway line, but it would get a little laugh here and there. Sometimes it would just eat it. It wasn't anything of value. And so I'm on the road this one weekend, and I'm in this like hotel. I think I was in Des Moines, Iowa, or somewhere. Like there's no nightlife. There's nothing to do. So I was just sitting around in my room on a laptop. And so I just was going on IMDb, and I was like, yeah, there's like 2 people in this cast.
Yeah,
like
right? It's Clooney and Bullock, right? That's it. That's the whole movie. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. There's like Ed Harris plays a voice, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, there's like a Russian like voiceover or something like that. Right, but there's really 2 stars in this thing, and so just like based off that joke, I was just like, I've every once in a while I've been like an extra or something, but I'm not like an actor. But like I had a couple IMDb credits for my name, so I'm just like, let's see it. Can you even add yourself on here? So just as a rib on myself, I put it in there just expecting to get like a confirmation email, just being like, oh, right. I'm sorry, you got to the production company needs to submit it, but they just put it on. They just added it.
So you submitted it. So you submitted as a co-star in the movie Gravity on IMDb. They accepted it somehow.
Yeah.
And they added it. Like I remember you sent. I saw
a picture,
a
of it.
screenshot of iTunes or whatever, and your name is under Clooney and Bullock's.
Because
Adam Cozens, the third lead in Gravity.
Wow, amazing! I mean, and then Gravity was the 4th lead, right? Gravity itself.
Earth. Yeah.
Like, wait, you even became Ed Harris wasn't even labeled on that bill.
I don't know how I bumped Ed Harris. I can't explain that. I got no.
I
listed myself as himself uncredited. Oh no!
So this is crazy though. So like I've submitted stuff on IMDb. Like you get your credit up there. They try to verify it, whatever. Sometimes it takes months for it to show up, all that shit,
right.
And then they just give you a pass to a hit movie, which is not. And then it makes it onto the streaming platform. Your name somehow.
Yeah, because it's such a small cast,
right?
That I don't know how these, because I uploaded, this was probably, 4 or 5 years ago. And there have been so many streaming platforms who've come along since then that they just scrape whatever IMDb lists as the cast list for it. And so they
throw it on there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so someone sent me a picture like 2 weeks ago of like, hey, check it out.
Now I'm looking at the actual IMDb for Gravity, and you are not listed on the cast list currently. Did they take it off?
What?
Do you know
Let
that?
me take a look at it.
Oh, no.
I hope
You're
not.
off the movie, kid.
Was your scene deleted? Is it in the director's cut?
The kid stays in this picture.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I don't know. Did someone narc on me? Oh, no.
I think you narked on yourself.
Well, by posting it out there.
I may have played myself. Oh, no. This is news.
Well, maybe
this is a big news.
Breaking news.
But you're still showing up on people's like Amazon Fire TVs and Apple TVs and stuff. So maybe it will take time for them to pull your name down off of the streaming platforms. I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny though. That's great. We have breaking news here.
We do have
on the Asshole Podcast.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you can get in touch with director Alfonso Cuarón and see what the hell happened here.
Do you think it got back to Alfonso?
I don't know. I mean,
well, I'm sorry to say, but we have Alfonso on the line, and he wants to talk to you.
Hello?
There was actually 3 movies I did that for. It was these 3 movies, all that had a big Earth theme, and it was Apollo 13, The Martian, and Gravity. Gravity's the only one that anyone cares about because there's such a small cast on it.
Right.
But they pulled all 3 of them. Someone personally went in and started scraping stuff off my eye. That's really funny. Oh, that's so funny. It was up there like 2 days ago.
Yeah, you were.
Is there someone that
now,
like you?
Now, Adam, let me ask you this. This might be a thing that you got to keep doing. Like, you got to add yourself to Castaway. That's like one person, right? Like you and Tom, that movie Buried with Ryan Reynolds. What other, like The Telephone was a movie in the 80s.
What's that one where the kid cuts his arm off in the cave? Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah.
Who is it? Oh no, that's
James Franco. Yeah, I forget the name of it. Yeah, like you should try adding yourself to like one or two people cast movies like
that
Castaway.
movie Moon.
Castaway. Didn't you see Adam like behind the rock, behind Wilson when Tom Hanks was like, cutting his tooth out with the rock or whatever? Like
I was in the FedEx box the entire time.
Adam was the voice of Wilson. That's what you can put down.
He was Wilson. That's pretty good, though. I mean, that's a pretty good thing to have on your record, I'd say.
But are you really the asshole?
No.
Or is the guy that works at IMDb the asshole?
The lazy asshole
The
that just
lazy
was like,
fuck.
yeah, I guess this guy's in it. Who cares?
Well, I think the guy who took me down is the asshole.
Yeah, that we don't know who it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Adam, do you have any other asshole stories that might beat that as you being a real asshole as opposed to a troll on the internet or whatever?
No, this one's probably me being a real asshole. I was doing some road gigs in Denver probably about 6 years ago. I'd just done a couple of festivals. I met some Denver comics. It was no paid work. It was just like a run of bar shows out there. And I went out there and I was staying in Denver. And I booked this show in Boulder, and I didn't recognize how far away it was. But then, like, a local comic's like, "Oh, I'm on that show too. Let me give you a ride." I'm like, "All right." And so I'm just staying at like my wife's cousin's house and just having some beers. And the guy shows up, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I gotta go." But I just cracked open a beer, so I'm like, "Okay, I've got this Nalgene water bottle. I'm just gonna pour it in there, put it in my backpack. I'll drink it when I get to the show." So we're driving, and being in Denver, the altitude makes the Nalgene bottle expand, and beer just starts shooting all over this guy's car.
Oh.
What an asshole.
This kid
How
I'd
much beer
never
are we
met
talking
before.
about? Like,
It was just, it was probably, honestly, it was probably just like 12 or 16 ounces. It was like a tall boy, I fit inside an Nalgene. But like, it was like this kid I'd never met, just doing me a benefit, driving me like 40 miles.
Yeah.
Wasn't, just like, "Oh yeah, I'll hook you up, man. Nice to meet you." And I'm just spraying beer all over this guy's car, and he's super pissed. This is like his dad's car, and and so we have to pull over at a gas station, and I got to get all these like paper towels, and I'm scrubbing down his windows and like the fabric on his seats, and he's all mad at me because his dad's gonna think he just spilling beer all over his car. And I didn't have a good excuse other than I was like, "Oh, I opened this probably honestly 99-cent like Mickey's or something." I definitely could have.
I mean, you're lucky you didn't get like pulled over by a cop. Like, no, we're not drinking. Like the whole beer smells like
no,
beer.
there's just alcohol everywhere. I swear we weren't drinking.
Oh man!
Oh, my-
What an
So
asshole.
that was one. Yeah,
Did you at
I
least-
honestly felt
Did you
bad
give the
about
guy a beer at least, or
Did you pay? Did you give him?
gas money?
Did you talk to the guy's dad at least? Because that's a weird story. You know?
Like, where's
You know what,
he
the
going to
best-
get his car
honestly,
detailed?
we did a
at that
good
time?
job. I think we did a good job with the car. That's what I've been telling myself for the last 5 years. We did a good job cleaning it out. We it's Denver in the winter, so we cracked the windows down. We all froze on the drive home because it was so freaking cold. But like we were able to like air out the car pretty good. I don't think it ended up being as terrible of as a stain as we were worried it was going to be. But I gave him a few bucks.
A few bucks. That's generous. Here's $2.
Here, kid.
It was a literal few dollars.
Yeah. Just tell everyone you met Adam Cozens on the road. Tell them what happened.
Tell him you met Adam Cozens from Gravity.
Yeah. I worked with Clooney and Bullock.
You got a story now, Dad. Come on. Adam Cozens was in your car. He's from Gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, you should film the deleted scenes from Gravity starring yourself. you on a green screen, like floating, like yelling after Clooney as he floats away.
I would laugh if I saw a picture of you in space. And oh my God, you should add it on TikTok. You should do one of those green screens. You're talking to like Clooney or Sandra Bullock.
All right, well, Adam, I want you to try to get yourself in a couple other hit movies somehow. Castaway,
Citizen Kane.
Maybe
Three Amigos. You'll be the fourth amigo.
Casablanca, things that you weren't even alive for during production. Let's see how far you can stretch this thing.
That's so funny because Quentin Tarantino did that.
Did he?
Yeah, he did that a long time ago. He was like he put himself in a bunch of 70s movies and stuff like that, like or some 80s.
Yeah, see that I think you'd get away with like B movies that no one really knows,
But he said
like,
he was in a bunch of them.
But Adam goes for the A-list Oscar nominated movies. The next thing we know is that Adam will be nominated for an Oscar, and he'll win, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, working on this movie was so hard."
I'm gonna start doing that myself because I think that's funny to just be like, "Yeah, I was in Ben-Hur." No, you weren't. Look it up.
Yeah, I played Ben-Hur before
Charlton
Heston. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Well, Adam, thanks for calling in. Adam is a stand-up comic. He has an hour special on Dry Bar Comedy called Anyway. Here's Adam.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What's
it called?
It's a tough movie to get intros for because I put my name in the title of the special.
Yeah.
So it's like your next comic and it's called Anyway. Here's Adam Cozens.
You know him from Gravity.
It's Adam Cozens. I didn't think that out.
All right, so it's on Dry Bar
anyway.
Comedy. It's called Anyway.
Yeah.
Here's Adam Cozens. And you can check Adam out on that special. And whenever live comedy comes back to town, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out a way.
All right. Well, Adam, thanks for calling in. It was good chatting with you.
Good chatting with you.
All right, you as well.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
guys. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
He's a funny dude.
I love that.
Looks like a big kid. Have you seen him?
I've seen a picture of him. Yeah, I haven't met him yet, but he that story is just great. It's a lot of fun.
Could I add something to my Ted
Yes.
Cruz thing because I took some time to write stuff out.
Yes.
So he said that the reason why he wanted to go was for his kids, right? So I basically said he's the number one dad and he's the worst senator.
Oh.
Yeah, burn.
He's the number one dad, taking his family to Cancun.
Worst senator of all time.
Yeah.
One of the worst. I don't know about worst of all time.
He's up there. I mean, he is up there, I would say.
So-
all right, who else do we have? Let's see. Assholes of the week. Are there?
I have some stuff about non-American. I read this article on BuzzFeed that I thought was pretty interesting.
All right,
and it has to do with like how Americans are assholes, I guess, in a way. It's not titled that, but it says non-Americans, the American culture, what they think of the American culture. So here's the number one thing they think about Americans from other countries like Australia and France, whatever. They think that we're loud talkers. Do you believe that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are. No.
You're a loud talker.
I am sometimes. Rob kicked the camera already. No, the other way. The other way.
There you go.
There you go. Now it'll be a different shot halfway through.
Yeah, you get loud.
I do get loud. Oh, when I drink, I get loud. Yes, for sure.
You get very loud. I've seen you.
How loud do I get?
I don't know, but I saw you.
What about you? You get
Oh,
loud.
I get loud. Yeah. Oh, I know I get loud. I'm not denying it.
No, we are loud talkers. That's interesting. I mean, it's kind of like we get obnoxiously loud sometimes. I think, like with people in the same room, vicinity of us.
It's such a bad thing to have. Like, oh, look at the loud American. Oh, he's just loud and.
But it's
screaming.
better than being too soft or like, hey,
hello, how's it going?
what? Like, speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but we are, because we're proud people. Everyone wants their.
That's another
their
thing in the
heard.
list.
Oh, is it proud?
Yeah,
we're too proud.
They're saying that it's cool that you're patriotic and everything, but like waving flags of like
Oh
people's
yeah,
names.
how dare you? Yeah,
Well, like waving a Trump or even a Biden flag, waving any flag,
waving
of
the
any
American
person,
flag.
That's fine.
That's fine.
To me. Well, look, being a
Where are you
patriot-
waving it? Like outside of your front stoop, like just waving it? Or
Yeah,
a parade. That's appropriate, I would say.
Okay, but maybe like on 4th of July.
4th of July is
You
fine.
wave it around.
Fine. Flag Day, totally fine.
I don't know when Flag Day
Yeah,
is.
but that's its day, so go ahead, wave away.
Well, they're saying the Americans are they're over patriotic compared to the other countries.
Yeah,
like Australia.
that's true. You don't see like news clips of people like Australia or Japan like waving their flag.
In North Korea, they wave
North Korea,
flags of their president, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
because they'll get killed if they don't.
They're instructed to, or
Those are not too patriotic.
No.
What else, Americans? High school prom, hall pass, homecoming.
What about prom?
The fact that we have it, I don't think they have prom in like other countries. Or
Yeah, probably not.
So like that's like something that we do. So like hallway passes, homecoming.
Hallway passes?
Yeah, like hallway passes. Like I guess they don't do that. Their school.
In the school.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like hall pass, like
Yeah.
cheat on your girl or whatever.
No.
The hall pass has become that's become a new term now. Like, yeah, it used to be like, can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Here's a cardboard
Can I
thing
get
to
a
hold.
hall pass? What, you want to fuck someone else? Yes, that's exactly why. Not the bathroom.
I gotta go fuck the janitor.
Yeah. Shoes indoors is very American.
Shoes indoors. Yes, it is.
In other countries, no shoes indoors.
Shoes, yeah.
Putting lots of ice on things. Solo red cups, beers,
Solo
burgers.
red cups.
Well, they don't do that in other countries, I guess.
Do they
I
have
don't know.
blue cups? I don't understand.
I don't know if they use cups. They use probably chalices.
It makes me think though. Now, like the red cup, the beer cup or something like that. I don't know if I want to use a red cup anymore now. That's the am I Republican? Am I drinking beer from a red cup?
It just makes
Can I
you
switch to a blue cup? Is that allowed?
It makes you instantly an asshole, right? I guess. I don't know.
Maybe that's something I never really thought of. It's interesting that you bring it up
Because it's low key. It's also related to like frat parties and sororities and stuff like that. So that's one of the things they also think. Dunkin' Donuts.
Double D. Dunk.
Yeah. Double D.
Dunkin' Donuts is new to California-ish.
You know what made me laugh on this list is, it is, but everything's bigger, which I think isn't that Australia's motto? Like everything's bigger in Australia. Like
that I don't know. Everything. Well, yeah, like you talking about meals or whatever.
I guess meals and everything.
Servings are huge here. They give you like 2 or 3 servings.
Yeah, compared to everywhere else.
Yeah. That's why we're fat.
Yeah. That's why I've gained weight.
There's no other explanation.
Hey. What about? Yeah, there is no explanation. What else? When we travel, when we go to somewhere like Mexico, we won't go to their local stuff. We'll just stay at safe spaces, like Senor Frogs.
See, I'm the opposite of that. I mean, I don't know. I understand that, and my wife and I will definitely go off the beaten path.
You and your wife?
Oh yeah. We'll.
Your wife would probably. I would be worried to go out with her. She'd probably be making friends with some crazy
country?
people. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great time. Oh, you got to come vacation with us next time.
No, I think she would make friends with people that are unscrupulous. Like she would probably make friends with MS-13.
No.
Hey, those tattoos on your face look lovely.
No.
Would you like a drink?
No, we did take a trip to Belize once, and we definitely went off the beaten path to a karaoke place once, and we stayed in this town called Placencia or something like that. Placencia. It was called something like that, and it was the tourist area, and then you had to go through this smaller town called Soundbite or something like that, and.
I think you're making all.
No,
this
I'm and we went to this like hut that had karaoke with the locals, and we started singing songs, and Cassie said something thank you Placentia or whatever where we were staying, and then the whole place went no soundbite. They were pissed because it was a different town, even though it was down the road.
No.
And we didn't realize that. So they were soundbite and I didn't know if they were yelling at us or
What does soundbite mean?
I don't know.
You never asked?
Soundbite or sound. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember.
This is in Spanish?
This is in Belize. Yeah. So but it was kind of scary for a moment because I was I think they don't like the town that we're staying in, but they're proud of their own small town, which makes sense. They should be. But we said the name wrong, and they were kind of pissed for
Have you ever done that in stand-up?
And then I think we bought a round of beers for everyone. And they were okay, you're all right. It's did I ever do one stand up?
I did that in Cincinnati.
Did what? You called the wrong city?
I thought I was in Cleveland. And
oh my god!
And I went up there, and it was because it was a tour, and we did one night here and one night there. So we just went from forgot where. I think we were in Cleveland the first night, and they had such a hot crowd. And Cincinnati was amazing too, but we went there, and
yeah, that's how you started your set.
No, I said something at the beginning, but they were nice enough to not get mad at me.
Right.
You know, they were.
But you got to be careful. Some cities are total rock. If you had done that Pittsburgh versus Cleveland or something, you would have been totally screwed.
Killed, right? Yeah, exactly. Luckily that night, they started, and then I was oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I've been drinking, and and then they were cool about it. I'm like, I'm drunk, and then they were like,
just blame it on the booze.
I wasn't even drunk. I just said I was drunk, just so that they would just.
I've been
get
drunk
off my
all
back.
night. Thank you, Toledo.
But they were a rowdy crowd. It was a Nick Swartzen crowd.
Oh,
so
nice. Yeah, that's
and
perfect.
Nick Swartzen crowds are like wasted.
Yeah.
Before the show starts,
They tailgate.
they tailgate to a swart. They drink so much. I don't even know how they're standing when I go after shows. There's just alcohol everywhere, like
Just empty
stuff that
bottles.
they snuck in.
That's
like,
awesome.
When we did Fargo, it's insane. We did Fargo. It was all the seats had everyone brought in liquor and they were wasted out of there. You could say anything and people are just like, "That's the funniest thing."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, wait. We have someone calling in. Let's see what they want. Hello.
Yeah, hello. This is Junior, Gatesville, Tennessee. First time caller.
Hi, Junior. How are you? Thanks for calling in.
Well, first of all, I was listening to y'all for a little bit just now. You're talking about wives and karaoke and drinking.
Yeah.
A lot different than earlier. You know, I'm going to be honest. You guys earlier were about as useful as hen shit on a pump handle. You know, I'm listening to tidbits. I was listening to some tidbits, and I'm just going to be real honest with you.
All right, go ahead.
Some of your comments made me feel like a kitty cat on an icy roof. I about fell out my chair.
All
I
right.
had to take a walk around the block to cool off because I can't even sit down. I can't even sit down.
All right. Well, what is your beef with us, Junior?
Well, I know it's the asshole podcast, but hopefully with the strength of Jesus, I can keep myself from flipping my dome on you guys. Because you just need to lay off Rush Limbaugh. That's it.
Oh.
The man's dead.
Yeah, he is. He's passed away. You're right. I don't
Barely cold in the ground, and you guys are already on top of him, tearing out his eyes.
Look, we didn't go too hard on him, I think,
for?
because he is deceased. You know, we stated the facts. You know what his career was, how he spoke about certain things.
We didn't make anything up.
Yeah,
it's the stuff that he said.
It's all real. It's not fake news.
And I'm not saying that I'm glad that he's dead.
I don't care if he condemned any of your gay cousins or beat your grandma about the face. He's a dead man. Leave the man alone.
No, if he beat my grandma, I think I would not like him at all if he beat my grandma.
Right.
I don't think I
would. Junior, so you were a Rush Limbaugh fan, I'm guessing. Did you listen to his show?
I don't even know. I just respect the dead.
You respect
You know what I'm saying? And yes, I believe that man had a gift. He had a gift. The man had a gift.
What was his gift?
His gift was reaching out to people. But my point is, respect the dead.
All right. Well,
respect the dead.
Hey, look, we said rest in peace, Rush Limbaugh. We ended it that way.
Yeah, but it sounded like you're saying rest in piss.
Wait, listen.
Hold on. That's how it was coming across.
Yeah, but if Rush Limbaugh was alive, did you know about the stuff that he said about Michael J. Fox?
I said rest in peace, but I'm going to drag him through piss.
No,
that's what it sounded like to me.
I didn't say piss. We never said that.
No one dragged him.
No, you didn't say it, but that's how
you felt.
Across. I'm telling you, I'm taking laps again right now about falling out my chair. Again, I can't sit down. I got to cool down. Got to call my cousin Ronnie Millette. Nobody wants to hear what I got to say.
We're listening, Junior. Who is your cousin Ronnie? Does he want to call at some point?
He understands. He was listening to the top of your podcast too, and he thought you were about useful as hen shit on a pump handle. Two of you. Ridiculous. Just agreeing with each other.
Okay.
Patting each other on the back, giving each other high fives about a dead man. Good for you. Big man.
You know what? This is the asshole show. We discussed topics in the news, and Rush was one of them. I don't think we went too hard on the man. Rest in peace.
Listen, on any other given day,
I don't agree with him.
Here's the thing is that all we stated was the truth. So I don't know what your problem or your gripe is, the fact that he did do that stuff. So I don't know. He did that on purpose.
Whether it's you say your truth. Meanwhile, I'm out falling off my chair because I'm so upset.
So if Rush Limbaugh decides to talk about people that are dead or whatever, which he did, and he didn't talk highly of everybody. So, I mean, it goes both ways, and that was his career. That's his job. So it ends up being the way he died, So.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why don't we ask Rush what he thinks? Oh, we can't because he's dead.
Exactly.
And that's why Rush would give
can't
zero
defend himself.
fucks.
And you said rest in peace.
Yeah, we did.
But you meant rest in piece of shit. That's what it sounded like to me.
All right. Well, look, look, we're not going to agree on Rush's politics with you, Junior. But
I said my piece. Now I got to go do my laps again later.
All right,
cool.
Enjoy your laps.
He hung up. All right. Cool.
Oh my God.
Cool off, Junior. Go put some
We're
ice.
patting ourselves on the back.
Go put some ice on your balls or something. I don't know.
He fell off his roof and then what? And then took laps? Is that what
I thought he said he fell off his chair.
Fell off his chair.
I mean, I hope he didn't fall off
Icy
his
something?
roof.
I
I
don't
don't know. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Damn, that was angry. And then he talked about beating my grandma. Like, then he said I shouldn't be upset by that. Like, if anyone beat my grandma, I'd be
Well, I guess
very upset.
look, Rob. The fact is that there's still a lot of hardcore Rush Limbaugh fans that are upset with his death.
Hey, listen. If I raped your wife, would you hate me?
I mean, I understand they are all mourning right now. We should be respectful of them. They're mourning.
They are.
He's not coming back, which is great for a lot of people, but a lot of people are upset.
See, when you say stuff like that, he's going to call back and he's going to take a lap.
All right. Well, again,
Look at that,
rest
Clubhouse.
in peace, Rush Limbaugh, I guess. All right. Junior, thank you for calling in and stating your case. I don't know what to tell you, but you're welcome to call in anytime at the Asshole Podcast. We welcome all kinds of people, even people like Junior. Rob is
All right.
Rob is you're a little shooken up, I think.
I'm not shooken up.
Oh
It's
my
just,
God.
it's
he
weird.
went after your grandmother. I'm sorry.
It's
about
weird when someone comes on and just like so angry, like it's like the phone call last time I was on here. It's just funny when someone comes on and just instead of having a discussion or talking about it or whatever, they just come in talking about being out with my grandma and if she
that.
died.
I know,
Like, geez.
grandmas are off limits. All right, everyone. All right.
I know anyone in your family's off
Anyone.
limits.
All right. I mean, I'm sure Junior has a grandmother. We didn't go after
But
his
and
grandmother.
also like if what we said wasn't true, then that would be
It's
what we
fine.
try to do.
It's fine. You know what? He stated his case, and I'm happy he called. All right. Anyone else in the news, Rob?
No, I just have more stuff about why
All right,
people hate Americans.
Let's finish going through that list.
Okay,
here. Sorry we keep interrupting you,
here-
but these people, I can't keep up with the fans of them.
well,
Call in.
someone asking how are you and not expecting a response. That's an American thing.
How are you?
Yeah.
I think. Well, didn't you? You started that off today on the show. How are you? And then, or you said, "How is everyone?"
it's yes, exactly.
You can ask me how I am, but everyone, I don't know.
But do people really want to hear like how are you?
How are you?
Like how are you? Well,
That's true. I've asked people that, and they've come back with like that's such a dumb question.
Yeah.
Or like how do you know how I am? Or what do you want me to say?
It's
Great. Like not everything's great. Like maybe 1 ounce of my life is great. You know what I mean? Like
do you really want to know? Have you ever met
No.
somebody that just starts telling you all their problems and then you're just like, whoa.
But then if you don't ask that, they're kind of like, if you just say hey or hi, like I don't know, like some people might get offended.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So just do it. Just do it. And
How
then
are you?
Take it.
Hi. I think it's just hi is a good greeting.
Sup.
Sup, yeah. Let me see. Halloween is so American. Australians, when they think of Halloween, they think of America. Halloween just started getting popular out there, but no adults.
Just started.
just
for
started
kids.
like the last couple of years or something like
That's
that.
interesting. I didn't know that.
So now they're doing Halloween, but like no adults wear Halloween costumes because they think that that's for kids.
Right.
And here in America, everyone's always like, "Oh, what are you going to be for Halloween?" I'm like, I don't
So
want to
2 years from now, we'll go to Australian Halloween, and everyone will be dressing like hot nurse and.
No. People won't. Adults won't. And then like fake cheese.
Fake, like vegan cheese?
Fake cheese,
What do you
and
mean?
also like just fake cheese, like American cheese. Like
Oh.
we're the ones that have like fake cheese.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's also and then grated cheese on everything, which I love, and that is
Yeah.
very American.
That is very American.
I put grated cheese on corn. I put grated
That's
cheese.
good on corn.
Yeah, with some cilantro, like lemon.
Elote.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff. Elote, yeah.
Elote.
What else is there? I put it on spaghetti, obviously, pizza, and then like
The
even
thing I
tuna
don't, yeah, like
casserole.
when you put it, like I do it as well, but like when you get pizza, you get cheese on the pizza, then you put more cheese on top.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense
That's
to me,
very
but
American.
we do it.
Exactly.
Or like you order a double cheese pizza, and then you still put the grated cheese. Like,
Did you
it's
know
just, like,
that
horrible.
64% of Americans are lactose intolerant? The whole world actually is lactose
Oh yeah,
intolerant.
I mean, when you think about it, it's like I should cut back down on the milk, the ice cream, the cheese.
I cannot have milk or cheese, so that's why but I still have it like on a
But do you
cheeseburger.
take like a lactose pill or anything like that?
No, I just
No?
suffer.
You just suffer.
I just suffer. My stomach is ruined.
Do you do any milk substitutes like almond milk, anything like that?
I do almond milk, but once in a while I forget. You know what it is? I forget about it, or I just say screw it, and I have something like ice cream, and then I eat it, and then I instantly regret it,
sick,
and
and
I'm
you
just
just, like-
yeah.
Then you go back for more.
Yeah, it's a horrible cycle. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's like I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm gonna eat it. Why not?
Well, last thing about Rush Limbaugh said no violent insurrection on the 6th. That's the last thing he said.
That was the last thing.
That
he
was
said?
not the last words, but that was the last thing that he.
No insurrection on the 6th.
Yeah, he pretty much said like that didn't really happen.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I wonder if he was buried with his medal.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
That's an asshole thing for me to ask. I'm sure someone will have a
Oh
comment
man, he's gonna be here soon, Junior. Jeez, that was weird.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, all right. Well,
I love someone coming on the asshole podcast calling us assholes. It's like, yeah, that was good.
look, it's a good conversation. It gets topics brought.
I liked it. It was good.
I mean, it adds a little fuel to the fire. I'd say,
Hey, you two over here kissing each other's asses, patting each other on the back.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
All right.
Oh, Ted Cruz is back from King Kong.
All right.
All right. Well, this has been the Asshole Podcast. Rob has a show tonight at Laugh Factory.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, they probably won't hear this until 2 days from now, so it won't fucking matter.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Well, this has been the I'm an Asshole Podcast. My name's Doug Bass. Rob DaRocha's here. Make sure you follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, all that stuff. And remember, folks, don't be an asshole. But if you are, talk about it and laugh about it. Bye.